Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Today we will discuss the historical event of the Treaty of Hudaybiyyah from the life of beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, where we see a practical demonstration of his political wisdom and diplomacy. We will cover what the treaty was, why it was made, its term, and its impact on Muslims in the future. So let's start it. I am Shan Haider and I want to tell you about Easy Guide. If you want to contact them, you can contact them. Their contact is mentioned below on the screen. Let's get back to our topic. The year was 8 Hijri. The Muslim had recently won the Battle of Trench. During this period, beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had a dream that he was performing tawaf around the Kaaba. To fulfill this dream, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, decided to travel to Makkah with the intention of performing Umrah. However, when the Quraysh of Makkah learned about the Prophet, peace be upon him, journey, they sent an ambassador to meet him. Our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, clearly told the ambassador that they were coming solely for the purpose of Umrah and had no intention of fighting. The ambassador returned to Makkah and conveyed the Prophet, peace be upon him, message to the Quraysh. The Quraysh, however, did not grant permission for this. In reason, our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, sent Hazrat Usman radiallahu anha as his envoy to the Quraysh to negotiate a peaceful resolution. Hazrat Uthman traveled to Makkah but did not return for several days. Meanwhile, rumors spread among the Muslims that Hazrat Uthman had been killed. At that time, killing an ambassador was considered an act of war. Following this rumor, all the companions gathered and pledged alliance to the beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, under a tree called Rizwan. This pledge, known as the Pledge of Rizwan, was a commitment to fight to revenge Hazrat Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anha. However, this was a misunderstanding and Hazrat Uthman returned safely. The pledge conveyed a strong message to the Quraysh. The Muslims were not afraid of war. Subsequently, a treaty was negotiated between the Quraysh and the Muslims, known as the Treaty of Hudaybiyyah. The terms of this treaty were as follows. Number one, the Muslims would return this year and would come back the next year for Umrah. And the second one, there would be no fighting between the Quraysh and the Muslims for the next 10 years. 3. The Muslims and the Quraysh were free to form alliance with any tribe they wished. Number 4, if anyone from Makkah came to Medina and converted to Islam, they would be returned to the Quraysh. However, if anyone from Medina went to Makkah and reverted to any other religion, they would not be returned to the Muslim. None of the companions were pleased with this treaty, especially the third term, which seems unfavorable to the Muslims. However, our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, agreed to the treaty. During the signing of the treaty, the person representing the Quraysh had his son Hazrat Abu Jandal radiallahu ta'ala anha arrived as a new Muslim. The Quraysh demanded that he be returned according to the treaty's term. The Prophet, peace be upon him, complied and returned Hazrat Abu Jandal radiallahu ta'ala anha to the Quraysh. And many others who converted to Islam were also sent back. However, a woman who converted to Islam and came to Medina was not sent back, as the treaty specifically mentioned men and did not apply to women. In the meantime, Muslims who were sent back to Makkah started settling in the area between Makkah and Medina instead of returning to Makkah. They formed a group of Muslims living between Makkah and Medina. This group, being outside of Medina, was not bound by the Treaty of Hudaybiyyah. They began to attack the caravans traveling between Makkah and Sham, Syria. Eventually, the Quraysh requested to abolish the fourth point of the treaty, allowing any Muslim who wished to go to Medina without being returned with the assurance of no war between the Muslims and the Quraysh. The Prophet, peace be upon him, began inviting other nations to Islam. During this time, he sent letters to the rulers of the Byzantine Empire, Ethiopia and Persia. the king of Ethiopia accepted Islam. However, when the letter reached the Byzantine emperor, he called Abu Sufyan, who had not yet converted to Islam, and inquired about the beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. Abu Sufyan described the character of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the emperor acknowledged that he was expecting the arrival of a prophet, but did not know he would be from Arabs. When the letter reached the Persian Iranian emperor, he arrogantly dismissed it and saying that people from the desert could not teach him how to live. He tore up the letter. When the Prophet, peace be upon him, heard of this, he predicted that the Persian Empire would be torn apart just as the letter was, which indeed happened later when the emperor's son killed him and took over the kingdom. Thus, Islam began to spread to other part of the world. That was the short story of the Treaty of Hudaybiyyah. That's all for today's video. See you in next video.